It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. That I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way, from where we began.
You know we started.
Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
I'll tell you.
When I see you again.
My favorite memory from high school is just school dances and having fun with my friends.
The funnest part about high school was last football season.
Being a part of the rowdy crowd.
Oh, my favorite memory was at WSU track meet, and I was messing around with Coach Robert, and I kicked my slipper at him, and he threw it over to one of the #1 throwers in the nation. Kind of cute, by the way. And he put my slipper up in the tree, and I had to go, and Millage had to go ask for my slipper back.
My funnest memory of high school is going home.
We were out at the cafeteria, and my friend was recording just pictures and taking pictures, and we all got into a circle, and he took pictures of us, and we all had a great time doing that.
Last year, when we were still doing half days for school, I was hanging out with my friends before I had to go to school in the afternoon. They were in the morning, and I did something stupid, and they were driving around the parking lot around 5 to 10 miles per hour, and I was just laying on the roof of their car. They were just driving around, and it was pretty fun. And then when I got home, I thought my mother was going to scalp me. She was very, very upset that I had stood on top of a car while I was driving 30 miles per hour, hood surfing, while my stepdad told me probably shouldn't do that, but he was laughing when he found out about it, so don't feel too bad.
My funniest memory would probably be when we were doing musical chairs for homecoming, and it was just me and Tyson left, and he actually gave me the chair because he was a gentleman, but I thought I was going to have to fight him for it, so that was fun.
Freshman year, when there was still a Wildcat Cafe, I bought the box of, the giant box of, fruit snacks with all the money that I had, and my friends thought it was really funny. Yeah.
Okay, so a funny story I have is whenever I went to prom with my friends and we were just singing and dancing to the music that was playing, and it was just a really fun time.
So a fun moment for me throughout my years of high school was probably, I'd say, art classes with all of my friends.
I would say skipping my 7th hour for an entire week and falling asleep in the class. That's got to be it.
It will have to be reconnecting with old friends that I used to have.
My funnest moment was probably the slow dance circle at prom. There was just 3 of us. We didn't have dates, so we slow dance circled.
My favorite moment or funniest moment from high school would be what we call in guard the cult circle, I guess. It's what we do for warm-ups. It's a nice memory I have.
My favorite thing about high school is graduating. Definitely graduating, getting out of this school.
I would probably say having to think about my favorite moment in high school speaks volumes, but I'm probably going to very much enjoy graduating.
Okay, on the way home from one of the football games last year, the McDonald's was closed, so we all had to walk through the drive-thru because the bus wouldn't fit.
My favorite memory from high school is probably Spanish class. It's like my favorite thing.
My favorite moment was probably when Mr. Ritterhouse got mad at our class and made a flamethrower to get us to stop talking. That was scary.
Favorite memory is probably going to be being regional champs and sectional runners-up my senior year of football.
My favorite high school memory would be at band camp with the drumline. We had a McDonald's run, and I'm pretty sure we had 120 chicken nuggets, 2 large pizzas, and 2 large fries.
We did the band shows, and we all had frog hats.
My favorite high school moment would be going to like football games and stuff for like band and playing for the halftime show. It's pretty fun.
My favorite moment was probably like my first high school dance with all my friends.
I think my favorite high school memory was probably either baseball regionals last year, whenever we beat McPherson, or football regionals this year whenever we beat McPherson. So,
my favorite high school moment was playing in the basketball games.
Making it to regionals in football.
Probably last year going to all the golf tournaments with the last year seniors and going out to eat after.
Probably watching football games in the rowdy crowd.
My favorite moment of the entire time I was in high school was leaving every day.
I'd say probably playing football.
My favorite moment at high school was cheering at football games.
My favorite memory was being on the fall homecoming court.
My favorite moment would probably be end of sophomore year, getting a picture in the back of my truck with all my closest friends.
My favorite memory from high school was probably going to state for track last year.
So I would say that my favorite was prom, and that's about it.
Performing in one of the pep assemblies and doing a stunt with the sophomore.
My favorite high school memory was probably watching Trent wrestle and almost getting in a fight with everybody. He got done wrestling.
My favorite high school moment was probably the football games, going to them and watching them.
So my favorite moment of high school was probably the first season that I played soccer for the team. It was pretty fun.
My favorite high school moment is in soccer this year. During the JV game, we made a comeback. It was, I think it was 2-0, and there's like 5 or 10 minutes left in the game. And we scored 3 goals to make the comeback towards the end. So that was an awesome moment for me.
Favorite high school moment would probably be prom. Me and Emma walked up. She had her little dog, Chewy, and she almost dropped him. Honestly, it was kind of funny. And then we got done. We went in there, and we just kind of danced and made fun of each other for our awful dance moves. And then just joined a couple other groups. It's really fun.
I guess my favorite high school memory or whatever is probably prom with Delaney, and just walking up and meeting before and getting pictures, and I just think that was all fun in general. So
my favorite high school moment was girls golf with all the underclassmen. We had a lot of fun every tournament, and going to Chanute and having the tournament get rained out, and then we had to play in the rain.
My favorite moment is probably volleyball season. We got a new coach this year, so that was fun.
So for band, all of the seniors just bought frog hats and just wore them every day for band.
I would say senior prom, because I went with a group of some of my favorite people. I had a lot of fun, and I got to be a lead in my senior musical.
My favorite memory of high school is probably just the days in jazz band, where we just kind of talk about stuff and tell stories, or hear one of Keller's old band stories, because they're pretty funny and pretty interesting.
Probably going to forensics tournaments.
Probably Spanish or football games.
All the Friday nights during football.
My favorite high school moment is football season.
My favorite high school moment is definitely football season. Going home.
My favorite senior moment would be getting to hang out with friends every day.
My favorite or my funnest high school memory would probably be winning regionals with the cross country team when my sister was a senior.
My favorite memory is interacting with all my friends in Miss Pittman's class.
My favorite
My favorite senior moment is having so many snow days.
My favorite high school memory was
Freshman year color guard tryouts with everyone.
All right, my funniest moment here is probably this right here, because I don't have one and I don't know.
My favorite memory from high school is probably getting to have my little sister in my last year here.
My favorite part of high school is probably being able to have my sister here for 3 years.
I think the funniest high school memory that I have would have to be back my freshman year. Freshman year, when I was part of Drumline, we had a white elephant at Kelton's house. And Matthew decided to jump down the stairs, and he railed his head on the ceiling of the stairs. And the dude, we all felt terrible, but we were laughing. And he was crying and laughing and doing all sorts of stuff. And that was the funniest thing, I think, part of my high school career.
My favorite senior moment is probably COVID, just because of the fact that I got out of school and I didn't really have to worry about so many teachers and schoolwork, since most of the work was either done on video or just overly simplified. So all I had to do was answer just a few questions, and that was it for the day. But yeah, that's probably my favorite senior moment.
I had fun playing soccer my sophomore year.
Favorite high school memory is probably before senior year, when the seniors were getting ready for everything and like decorating the senior hall and just having fun and getting to go around and do stuff with my classmates.
My favorite high school memory was when we were warming up in the Wellington gym and the guy running the scores table was just asleep.
So my favorite memory from high school was messing around with Finnewald. Just like joking around with him.
My favorite high school moment is being able to see my friends and hang out with them every day.
My favorite memory is playing volleyball and making memories with my friends.
My favorite memory is playing volleyball and hanging out with my friends every day.
My favorite memory is coming to school and getting to see my friends.
The funniest story while I was in high school was probably whenever we rang Wellington's bell after we beat them.
All right, I had fun raking leaves when we did that community service day for the elders in Mulvane.
My funniest high school moment was during track practice when I got to watch my foreign exchange student do the worm across the field.
My funniest moment in high school is last year during a track meet where we had the 4x fat and all of our throwers ran a 4x1 and we won 2 cakes.
My favorite memory of high school is football games.
Dancing with my friends at prom.
My funniest moment was the football games because they were really exciting and hurry up.
I really enjoyed working on the musical my sophomore year.
All right, my funniest memory is probably Miss Hunsberger's class when we would always be like laughing and just hanging out and being crazy in her class when she was trying to teach other people. We would always just be like running around or messing with the boys in the back of the class.
My favorite moment was physics and Mr. Roderick's because it was fun.
My favorite moment in high school was at freshman football practice, and it was Kyle Smith getting stung by a wasp and freaking out.
I really had fun doing like meeting people and in the school and teachers, and for me it was really funny experience to be in the homecoming court.
My funniest moment in the high school was tipping the fall homecoming candidates' houses.
My favorite moment is going to Nelson's class and messing around.
My funnest moment would be the last senior football game when we got to like say goodbye to everyone and play our last performance.
So my funniest moment was probably when I was in my Honors Algebra 2 class with Ava Flayton, Anna Scantlin, and Ian Comer. Ian Comer was messing around and he was flipping back and forth in the desk, and he pushed himself so hard in the desk that he flipped over and fell over on himself.
My favorite memory from high school is my Spanish classes. We just have a lot of fun and have a lot of funny jokes in there.
My favorite moment of Mulvane High School was probably my volleyball season this year for my senior season.
So freshman year, we were eating lunch and it was power hour, and we were sitting on the ground, and I ate a chocolate chip muffin, and I didn't realize I sat on one, like a chocolate chip, and I was wearing white jeans. So when we got up, I heard my friend like dying laughing, and I turn around and she's just still laughing. My other friend takes me to the bathroom and they're trying to wipe off the chocolate chip, and it smears all down my jeans, and it got worse. It got really bad, and we couldn't stop laughing, and the bell rang and we had to go to class.
and I had to walk around with, looking like on my jeans. So, yep, that was the funniest story I've had.
My favorite high school memory is probably winning homecoming in the fall. That was super fun.
Caps up in the air, cuddled up or shedding tears. Never thought it'd disappear. Senior year, senior year. I remember that first day, feeling like a king, sitting out in my truck, freshmen wishing they were